Pizza Hut was once the king of pizza. For decades, it was the biggest pizza brand in America. With red roof restaurants in almost every city, families celebrated birthdays there, kids played arcade games while waiting for their deep dish slices. It wasn't just a place to eat, it was part of American culture. So how did the most powerful pizza chain in the world slowly start disappearing? Why did Domino's take the lead? Why did Pizza Hut shut down hundreds of locations? And how did one of its biggest U.S. franchisees end up bankrupt? What really caused this giant to fall behind while others grew faster and smarter? In this video, we'll look at the real story behind Pizza Hut's rise and the surprising mistakes that led to its decline. Pizza Hut's humble beginnings. In 1958, two college brothers, Dan and Frank Carney, borrowed just $600.00 from their mother to start a small pizza restaurant in Wichita, Kansas. At that time, pizza was still a novelty in America. The brothers had no experience in the restaurant industry but believed in the power of this new food trend. They got a used oven, wrote the recipe on a napkin, and called their new venture Pizza Hut, simply because the sign outside could only fit 8 letters. Little did they know, this tiny hut would soon spark a global food empire. Their concept of affordable, quick, and tasty pizza clicked instantly. By the end of the 1960s, Pizza Hut had expanded across Kansas and into other states through aggressive franchising. The brand's red-roofed dine-in restaurants with salad bars and cozy booths became a hallmark of suburban America. By 1972, Pizza Hut had grown so fast that it went public on the New York Stock Exchange after opening its 1,000th store. Throughout the 70s and 80s, the company became a dominant force in the pizza industry, consistently leading innovation while expanding to international markets. The golden era. The 1990s were the peak of Pizza Hut's success, and a time when the company defined itself through bold, even outrageous innovation. Their business strategy was clear: keep customers excited by constantly offering new and creative products. To make this happen, Pizza Hut invested heavily in its product development team, which was tasked with launching a brand new product every 2 to 3 months. These products were more than just gimmicks. They were designed to create buzz, increase foot traffic, and build long-term customer loyalty. Some ideas were shelved after testing, but others became instant sensations that changed the pizza industry forever. Let's look at 3 iconic examples. The Bigfoot Pizza, measured 2 feet long and 1 foot wide, a true monster of a meal. It was meant to feed large groups, and it worked. The Bigfoot alone was responsible for 18% of Pizza Hut's sales in 1993, helping drive the company to a staggering $5,700,000,000 in revenue. Stuffed crust pizza, 1995. Perhaps Pizza Hut's most iconic creation, the stuffed crust pizza, was a game changer. By filling the crust with gooey cheese, they turned the least desirable part of the pizza into its highlight. The first year of its release saw over $1 billion, 0 cents, in sales. It even boosted the stock price of its parent company, PepsiCo, by nearly 50%. Designed to mimic authentic New York-style pizza, this 16-inch pie featured extra-large foldable slices. It was a hit with pizza lovers looking for something closer to the East Coast flavor. Sales surged again, with same-store sales jumping by 9% that year. These major hits kept Pizza Hut at the top of the pizza game. At its peak, the brand held 25% of the global market share, unmatched by any competitor. A model that couldn't keep up. However, by the early 2000s, cracks began to form in Pizza Hut's winning formula. The same innovation strategy that once fueled its rise began to feel less consistent. Product launches became less frequent, and the once anticipated monthly specials slowly disappeared. Meanwhile, the market was changing. Consumers were becoming more focused on convenience and speed rather than dining in. Pizza Hut's dine-in format, while iconic, began to feel outdated in a fast-paced, digital-first world. Frozen pizza brands and takeout chains gained popularity, especially during the 2008 recession, when families sought more affordable and convenient food options. Domino's Pizza, once seen as an underdog, recognized the shift and leaned heavily into technology. As early as 1994, Domino's began experimenting with online ordering. By 2008, they launched their mobile app and the now famous pizza tracker. In contrast, Pizza Hut was slow to adapt. Their brand was still tied to the idea of a sit-down meal, while competitors made it easy to order from your couch. This gap in delivery convenience began to erode Pizza Hut's dominance. Despite quirky marketing stunts like delivering pizza to outer space and Mount Kilimanjaro, Pizza Hut failed to build a strong identity around fast delivery. Domino's dominance and a new era of competition. While Pizza Hut was still holding on to its dine-in roots, Domino's was quietly rewriting the pizza playbook. They didn't just invest in tech, they transformed their entire identity. After admitting their pizza wasn't great in a bold 2010 campaign, Domino's overhauled their recipe, doubled down on delivery, and became one of the most tech-savvy food brands in the world. They introduced features like voice ordering, GPS tracking, and even AI-driven customer service. As a result, Domino's saw explosive growth, rising to become the largest pizza company in the world by sales in 2018, surpassing Pizza Hut for the first time ever. Pizza Hut tried to play catch-up, but it was too little too late. By the time they began modernizing their menu and improving delivery, consumer habits had already shifted. Millennials and Gen Z were looking for speed, customization, and digital convenience, things that newer brands like Papa John's, Blaze Pizza, and Little Caesars were quick to offer. Store closures and a shrinking footprint. As financial pressures mounted, Pizza Hut was forced to make tough decisions. In 2020, amid the COVID-19 pandemic, the company announced it would permanently close around 300 of its underperforming dine-in locations in the U.S. alone. This was part of a larger plan to pivot away from its old dine-in model and focus more on carry-out and delivery. Globally, Pizza Hut saw its number of stores shrink. From over 18,700 stores worldwide in 2019, that number dropped to approximately 1,700 by 2023. A noticeable decline, especially as competitors like Domino's continued expanding. In the U.S., where Pizza Hut once had a dominant presence, its number of outlets fell below 6,000, a stark contrast to its golden era peak. The iconic red-roofed locations that once defined suburban neighborhoods were either shut down or converted into other fast food chains. A brand identity crisis. Perhaps the biggest issue wasn't just competition, it was confusion. What did Pizza Hut stand for in this new era? Domino's had claimed the title of Delivery King. Papa John's leaned into better ingredients, better pizza. Meanwhile, new artisanal brands focused on freshness and quality. Pizza Hut, once known for bold creativity, now seemed stuck between past glory and a future it hadn't quite figured out. Their marketing became scattered, reviving old menu items like the Big New Yorker or stuffed crust as nostalgia grabs without a strong central message. Some efforts, like their Hut Lane for curbside pickup, showed potential, but without a clear, cohesive identity, the brand struggled to reconnect with younger consumers. What's next for Pizza Hut? Pizza Hut isn't out of the game yet, and it might be gearing up for a serious comeback. While its U.S. dine-in legacy has faded, the brand is shifting gears and embracing what works in today's fast food market. In 2023, Pizza Hut launched a fresh campaign built on nostalgia, calling itself the place where memories are made. But this time, the strategy wasn't just about the past, it was also about the future. The brand is now focusing on smaller, delivery-first locations to stay competitive with faster rivals like Domino's and Papa John's. These stores are designed to be more efficient, with a stronger focus on online orders and mobile delivery. In international markets, especially in Asia and the Middle East, Pizza Hut is still a strong player. In fact, countries like India, China, and Saudi Arabia continue to show strong growth in dine-in traffic, proving that the brand still holds cultural value in many parts of the world. But for Pizza Hut to truly rise again, it needs more than tech upgrades or nostalgic menu items. It needs a bold vision, the kind that made it great in the first place. Once a pioneer in the pizza world, Pizza Hut became a victim of its own success, failing to adapt while others evolved. But the story isn't over yet. Will Pizza Hut reclaim its throne? or remain a legend of the past? Let us know in the comments, do you still eat at Pizza Hut? What would bring you back? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more on the rise and fall of iconic brands.